Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Rod. This is a quick follow-up from Friday's video where I asked you for some feedback on the direction of the characters, and I also did a little bit of gameplay. So first of all, thank you so much for all of your comments, and I just wanted to get back to you on some changes we're making based off them. This is your game, and we want you to have the best life simulator you've ever played by the time we end early access. And please help us direct the game that you want, because this is for you. And actually, I can get into the kinds of play styles that we want to support. So for us, we want to support builders, obviously, with the build tool, and everything that you see is all built using the build tool in the open world, including the businesses and all of the homes. And so, of course, the build tool has to be fully featured, and we definitely are getting there. The next thing is character creators and stylists, and that was the emphasis last week, where I was really talking about the feminine model, and also, yes, we're going to be improving the masculine model in the same manner. So for character creators and stylists, yes, shoulders, proportions, arms, we hear you, absolutely. We're going to continue to improve those, as I alluded to last week. I also think that the face, and we need that life and charm in the faces. Again, for the start of early access, those faces are going to be a little bit more detailed, but during early access is when we're going to add all of those facial animations and really make them come to life, with reactions and so forth. So totally hear you there. The next one is achieving playstyle, the achiever. And for that, there's a lot of work and careers, as well as, good, really deep gameplay, which is what we all want, regardless of your playstyle. And we definitely think that we've got you covered, and we're going to really enjoy seeing as you discover all the content we're pouring in. But yes, achievers, absolutely. We want to make sure that all of the jobs are deep, meaningful, and I picked the start of the hotel job, which had just been checked in, so I was testing it out for the first time since I got back from the winter break. And the last category is storytellers, and there are lots of ways you can tell stories in life sims. And so many of you, for example, said, hey, I like to play families. I like a cozy kind of gameplay, and we absolutely want to make sure that you can play that. As you know, not all of the life stages are going to be unlocked at the start of early access, but by the end of early access, all of the life stages will be complete, so you get a complete life simulator. The other area of storytellers who have been neglected, and I have said, and I did say on Friday, there's no violence in Life by You. So that's the change. So you're not alone. There are several team members as well who've been saying, look, I want consequence, I want drama, and I want people to be able to die by accident or by mischievous means. And so, yes, we're changing direction, and we are going to incorporate those elements into Life by You. The reason it's tricky is we want to retain our PEGI 16 rating, and of course, in a game where you've got kids and you've got cars, those two don't mix well in terms of you don't want to see that kind of imagery. So we're going to figure out a good solution so that you can do mean things to adults, and you can get up to all sorts of deviant behavior. And we're going to make sure that kids, it's not possible to cause harm to kids. That is the big change, is that we're going to be adding lots of fun deviant behavior. We had a nice brainstorming meeting today. As you would expect, give designers the opportunity to cause mischief and get into trouble. There was no shortage of ideas, and so the design team thanks you for overruling me. Again, at the start of early access, I'm not sure what extras we'll get in. We do pour in content every day. The design team is really cranking right now, so we'll see what we can do. But yeah, in terms of the principle, absolutely right. We heard you, and we will change it. The other thing that I saw people ask is, can you have fixed characters and lore? Again, yes, you can. So you've always been able to make fixed characters and bring them into your game, or even have an entire town where they're your NPCs who you've handcrafted. However, I've been resistant to us adding our lore and our supernatural elements because I didn't want to take it to a place where it might be, we might think it's good and an in-joke. And I always wanted this game to be about you and your stories. That's why it's called Life by You. That said, we're also changing that. The design team has got some pretty cool ideas of how to bring in our lore. It'll be a lot more subtle, and I think a lot more on the creepy supernatural end, with ancient things and sort of a creeping dread kind of a vibe. I think supernatural, and lore are definitely things we're also going to add, again, during early access. Obviously, technically, that's super easy, but we also care about quality, and we want to make sure that our writing and our lore is something that you can all relate to. So we'll figure that out together. I think that you'll enjoy what we've got cooking up. The last thing that many of you mentioned was bugs. You're like, hey, there's a lot of bugs. And I was like, that's my number one concern as well. I want to get this game into your hands so you can start to help direct us. And you're like, hey, I want this to be your dream game. I want this to be the best live sim you've ever played, and the best way for that is to get it into your hands, and then you can give us direct feedback. But at the same time, you don't want bugs getting in the way of the fun, right? You don't want there to be so many and so many little bits of jank here and there that you're like, it's just kind of getting in the way. So I hear you on there. We're going to go away and think about how we can address that as well, and just make sure that these bugs are not always in the way. Last thing, one of our engineers put in this new camera mode because we're going to be recording a new trailer for the start of early access. And so what you can do is you can just add a bookmark to a person or a place, and then it'll cycle through them. And there's a whole bunch of different settings. So you've got, I don't know what they all mean, to be quite honest with you, but they are very, very cool. Hey, again, thank you so much for all your responses. I love you all, and take it easy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.